Joining us now here on CBS Sports HQ, Aidan Hutchinson out of Michigan. We had David Ojabo earlier, so we got a couple Wolverines joining us. Aidan, you just got off the podium. We were talking about your fantastic season. How do you describe the ebbs and flows of you guys getting to the CFP?
Yeah, it was a very short season, but it was filled with a lot of adversity, a lot of excitement, and man, it was such a fun ride. And that team, that defense, playing with them, I had so much fun every single week. And the way we grew and developed all the way up till that CFP, man, it was we came a very long way. So.
You talk about growth and development, but I feel like that's sort of the arc of your career because I remember after 2019, I watched you and said clearly there's some things there. 2020 was a COVID year, but you got better. And this year it just all came together.
Yep.
And you made a point after the Ohio State game to explain this is why I did what I did.
That's right.
And then it was fun to see it come together. But I sort of feel like Michigan's becoming like edge rusher you.
That's right.
You got Rashawn Gary, you have Winovich, you have Uche, you have David Ojabo, now you have you.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about that and like working together with those guys, and talk about your progress from 2019 to where we are today.
Yeah, I think Michigan in these past couple of years have definitely been edge rusher you. We've had so much talent come in. Like when I was there in 2018, that's when Rashawn and Chase were there, and then 2019 was kind of the Uche season. And then 2020 was a little bit me and Quiddy, but I got hurt.
I love Quiddy. My bad,
Quiddy was an absolute baller, and then 2021 came around. It's me and David. So I mean, I've been around a lot of talented guys, and it's great kind of seeing what they do and kind of learning from them in your own way a little bit. So yeah,
it was fun to watch for sure.
It's about being a part of a rotation. Then it's about being the elder statesman and teaching the young guy. Because think about it, you were the Ojabo to Quiddy Pay.
That's right.
And now he's your you to you,
yeah,
right? And so how is it being the guy that was next in line to now being the guy to where you're also helping out your teammate across the board?
Yeah, it's always cool because that's how football is. It's like a progression of things. It's like you come in there as the young dude that you got to earn the respect. And as I'm leaving, I'm the guy there, and I'm the guy that people look up to, and I'm a guy who has a lot of respect. So it's a short 4-year journey, but I learned a lot, and I got so much better as a player, and I'm really grateful for my time at Michigan.
You know what's interesting is that when this is part of the process, our jobs here are to talk about things, and if the draft were January 15th, we would have nothing to talk about, and perhaps there'd be less silly questions you have to answer.
Right.
I'm about to ask you a silly question.
Yeah.
So people say, not me, because I love you. You're my one of my favorite players in this draft class. But people say, well, maybe we've seen the ceiling for Aidan Hutchinson. And my thing is, well, this is a 100-story building. The ceiling's pretty high.
That's right.
So how much better does he have to get? If you get those questions, I would imagine you're 21, 22, 23. There's plenty of growth, but why would someone think that this is a ceiling when you've made so much progress over the last 2-3 years?
I think that is the dumbest question I ever heard in my life. I feel I'm 21 years old, and I feel like I get so much better every single year. I mean, you look at my progression at Michigan, and this senior year, I really made my mark, and I feel like I feel like for my potential, I'm at about 30 or 40%.
Right.
And once I get to the NFL, once I get more knowledge, and there is so much more. I understand there's so much more to learn in the league at the next level. I'm going to make a lot more strides. And if they think this is 100%, they got something coming for them.
Here's the thing. I think part of the issue is maybe you're playing with David Ojabo, who literally hasn't been playing 5 years.
That's right. That's right.
Comparing you to him, and that's unfair to both of you guys.
Right. Yeah.
What I hate about the whole complex of the media and Twitter and social media, people don't understand how much you do without the ball going your way.
Right.
And so they only see sacks, they only see this, but they don't understand, like, hey, you're taking on double teams, you're shutting off the edge on one side, forcing the run to go the other way. How much have you grown your game in that aspect to where it's not all about sacks, but you're doing the little things to get better?
Yeah, especially this year, once I started, getting a lot more production and really making my mark early in the season, I really started to get the slide, getting doubles, getting chipped, getting all that. And I have to, I talked to my dad, I really had to understand that just know that when you're getting chipped, other guys are getting helped. And, if you're getting doubled or tripled, other guys are going to have to step up and make the play, and that's exactly what everybody did. So I think it's something I definitely had to learn. It was definitely hard at first because you want to be productive, you want to make the plays, but it gets frustrating when you get stopped short by another blocker or something like that. So that's something I definitely had to learn this past season.
Aidan, we got to wrap things up, but before we do, what's the plan this week? You save anything for Pro Day?
I am doing everything but the bench in the combine, so I'm ready to go.
Best of luck this week. We'll see you then, of course, and then the draft, and then on Sundays as well. Aidan, certainly appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.